Hi, Pastor Dave Vilhauer here this morning, sitting in for Pastor Dana and bringing you our weekly video update. Pastor Dana thought that he should take a break and allow a fresh new face to share with you this morning. And as soon as we find that fresh new face, we'll bring them in. But in the meantime, I'll be filling in for today. Wanted to share with you a couple of thoughts I've been pondering over the last week or so. I came across an article recently on the Gospel Coalition website with an interesting title, Assume You Are Wrong. It caught my attention, and I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs to you. It's by Tim Shorey. We all tend to turn the debatable into the dogmatic. Be it politics, education options, or whether good Christians should drink alcohol or watch TV or read Harry Potter or cheer for the New England Patriots or Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you can be sure we have opinions and that we're sure of them. Herein lies much of our current crisis. We need to learn better how to coexist humbly and teachably. To do this, we need to be more willing to admit that in most disagreements, we may very well be wrong. And by wrong, I don't mean totally wrong. I mean wrong in some way. In opinion, attitude, word choice, emphasis, tone, grasp of the relevant information, or timing. We should enter every dispute confident that there will be something for us to learn, something to confess, or something we didn't know as we ought to have known it. That I am not all-knowing should be more than a statement of the obvious. It should be a conscious, functioning conviction that humbles me at all times. Consistently practicing self-awareness that we may at least be partly wrong can diffuse a lot of potentially combustible discourse. After all, if we assume we're wrong, then we don't have to be right. And if we don't have to be right, then we don't need to fight. Now, there's much more to that article, a couple pages worth, and you may not agree with all of it, but for me, it caused me to at least ponder some things. And as I reflected on it, I was reminded of a little study I did last year in Proverbs on the right use of words. And there's a couple of Proverbs that resonated with me. I had about a page and a half worth of Proverbs, but here's just a few of those. Proverbs 10:11. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life. Verse 19. Whoever restrains his lips is prudent. Verse 21. The lips of the righteous feed many. Chapter 12, verse 18. The tongue of the wise brings healing. Chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turns away wrath. One of my favorites. In chapter 15, verse 4, a gentle tongue is a tree of life. So those words, a fountain of life, feeding, bringing healing, being wise, turning away wrath, that's what should be part of our conversation. Now, those are just some thoughts that I've been pondering, and maybe those will be helpful for you, but just something to think about. So, this week's activities. Today is Wednesday, so Wednesday evening we have a lot of activities here at church, starting at 6:30. Our preschool and elementary children, as well as our middle schoolers, begin their activities. 6:45, Pastor Dana leads the Zoom Praying God's Word, and there'll be a link with this email that will connect you to that. So we'd encourage you, if you're at home and available, to check in on that and to join in that meeting. At 7:30, we have our high school youth that meet, and so there's a lot of activities on Wednesday night here at church. Sunday will be a big day for us. In addition to our regular services at 8:30 and 11 o'clock, we have our middle hour of Sunday school and Faith U. But during the entire morning, from 8:30 to 12:30 or so, we'll have the Bloodmobile here. We do that every year as part of our annual celebration. We love to give back gifts to our community, and the Bloodmobile is certainly appreciative of that, especially during this year. And so we'd encourage you to, if you haven't signed up already, there's about 10 spots left that I've counted. And please call in, because we need to put you on the schedule for that. There may be still some slots available on Sunday morning, and you can check that out as well. But we'd encourage you, if you're able to do that, to participate in that way. And then also at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll have our annual celebration. We will be meeting here at the South Campus in our worship center. And that's for both campuses, and we will kind of be going through a number of things, highlighting our budget for the new year, and we'll have some reports from a lot of our pastors and our ministry leaders, and that's always a good time just to catch up, and we'd love to see you there for that. I believe that's all that we have as far as activities this week. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Thank you.